Okay, so guys, what we're going to cover today is marketing 101. So, and this is things you must do in your gym weekly to get enough leads and not just to be solely reliant on one form of marketing. So this is a marketing we've used and refined many years at Code 5. Like with a lot of it, as you get bigger and you have more locations, it's essentially just copying these systems that work into a new location, which makes it actually easier to grow because you get a bigger team. But we all kind of start with one location, and I definitely recommend trying to build that up to like 300, 350, 400 members. Then that way, once you're there, you're at a really good profit margin. Then we can start to broaden this over to a second location. If you're already there and you're kind of opening a second location, then all we have to do is just to refine systems where it makes it really seamless for you to get these operations done across multiple platforms with a couple of different people. So first of all, paid and Instagram strategy. So, as I said, like this is going to be a helicopter review. So I'm not going to cover what types of ads, but guys, to have $1 million gym, you have to be running ads 365 days per year, right? So we run ads every single day of the year. I can't remember the last time Code 5 turned their ads off. It probably would have been about 3 years ago. That includes Christmas Day and it includes New Year's Day. So we're doing that to make sure that we hit our lead target and KPI every single week. Now, the budgets that we spend will kind of vary. Like sometimes our budgets might be like 20 a day. Other times our budgets might be 200 a day. It just depends where we're at, where we kind of need to grow. But you definitely want to always be running a LBE offer or a full paid offer 365 days of the year, okay? Because at the moment, it's the best way that we can grow our business. Okay, so the next one's Instagram, right? So this is one that, has, I guess, a lot of conjecture, like how much you post and everything like that. So what I've kind of done is you've obviously got best practices and also what's realistic for a gym owner wearing multiple hats. So what I'm giving to you guys here for a gym owner wearing multiple hats with like generally in our gyms, right, we only have small teams. We don't have massive marketing teams. So I'm putting everything into perspective that I believe that we can do together as a team that's going to be super realistic. Okay, so I want you to post on your wall 3 or more times per week, right? Now, when you're posting on the wall, the most simple and effective formula is to post only 3 different things. So what results someone got? Okay, so if I use Roy, for example, it'd be, a photo of Roy and be like, Roy lost 10 kilos at Code 5. We're so proud of Roy. He's absolutely crushing his results over the last 28 days. Okay, so that would be post 1. That's what results Roy got. The second post is a follow-up, okay, also written. This is written internally by the staff, and so is this one. And the second one's how they got the result. So like last week, be like, guys, you would have seen Roy lost 10 kilos. We wanted to share you some insights into how he did it. So Roy came to us 3 months ago. Since then, he's done 38 sessions at Code 5. His favorite session was the Friday Super Circuit at 6:45 a.m., which he did every day. He also wore his MyZone over that time. He did 110 active movement sessions, burn around like 5,000 MEPs. And what you're doing is you're just building a story to make it look realistic. So you're talking about how much training Roy did, what his favorite classes were, what his meal plan and diet looked like, any obstacles that he had to overcome with his coach. So generally the first one, what results, is like a bit shorter. Now this one's a little bit longer because you want to tell a story and you want people to read it and be like, okay, I saw Roy lost 10 kilos. Like, what did he actually do? So then when they read it and they go, oh, wow, like that's totally realistic. Like, Roy did that. I can do that. I can trade Friday mornings at 6. And it's just going to turn your absolute your marketing into just a lead generation beast. And the last type of post that you want to post is actual proof of Roy saying he did it. So it's not just a photo. This one could be a photo of Roy with a weight plate, then a photo of Roy training. Then it's like a 15 to 10-minute video of Roy saying his story, how he got the result, what he did well, what he learned along the way, why he loves Code 5 or why he loves your gym. And, everything else on top of that type of marketing is definitely like beneficial, running educational videos, but it's not massively needed either. And if you guys do that, you're going to absolutely crush it. And this is going to continue along on your personal profiles and things as well. Now, after that, you've done that, is you want to post in your story 2 times per day with one video or image. Okay, so that could be like a class that's really busy. It could be like a 15-second trainer tip. Could be a really nice photo that you got around the gym with like a nice little caption. But you just want to keep it fresh. You know, we kind of use like a little bit of themes on stuff. We test lots of different things. And we just make some basic rules around it. You know, the classes always have to look busy. The people always have to have, 75% good form, so there's no one doing anything super dodge. And, you're just kind of running it through like that. And then on top of that, guys, you want to be posting 3 trial offers per week on Monday, Wednesday, Friday in your story. So the one that we use a lot for Code 5 is like a 7-day free pass. So we'll have like a photo of a client with a weight page. So it'll be, Roy's lost 10 kilos. And it's like, Roy lost 10 kilos at Code 5 and you can too. DM us now for a 7-day free pass, right? And you can do all the amazing add-ons that you can use on Instagram stories where they can message you directly and things like that as well. Now, on top of that, you want to message all your new followers each day. I'll kind of cover in a later day the message that you sent them. I know we've kind of covered that a little bit in our chats, but just making sure you're being active. So, you can kind of do this Instagram stuff in like a 20-minute block if you're pretty efficient. But you essentially just message them. It'll be like, hey, Roy, thank you so much for following the Fit Project. Do you live or work in Brookvale? And then you can start to build a conversation and we can use the messenger scripts to find out whether Roy's interested in training and then get him down to start. Then you want to be following 50 followers from local gyms each day, right? So you want to go around to your local gym. It might be like F45 or whatever it might be, and start to follow their followers, especially if they're local. So that way, all that's doing is that's increasing the amount of followers you get per day. Right? Because if you follow someone locally, they might have heard you, have seen an ad, seen a flyer, they follow you back and you start a conversation. It can be absolute game over for them. Now, I was going to write 250. If you really want to grow your business, follow 250 people a day. But you can start off with just 50. You can follow 50 in one hit. If you do want to follow 250 and go like full beast mode, like definitely do it. You'll grow really fast, but you have to follow 50, wait about an hour and a half, follow another 50, wait an hour and a half so you don't get shadow banned. Okay. Then you want to DM all your story viewers once per week. So say on like a Wednesday, what you do, you would have posted like a really nice story yesterday of, someone in your gym doing a deadlift is on Facebook. And I can show you guys how to do this is you go through and you can see who's viewed your story. And then you want to make sure that you've just started a conversation with them, right? Be like, hey, Roy, thank you so much for watching our story yesterday about our Burn 150 class. How's your day doing? How's your day going? How's your weekend? And then you can start this sales flow conversation in there. And it's going to absolutely turn your Instagram guys into a lead generation, like absolute machine. Like Jada, who works for us, she's an amazing VA. She gets like 30 bookings a week from doing this stuff. And it's like so basic to implement as well. And guys, and I just wanted to add on is just make sure you have a free trial link in your website bio on Instagram as well. Like I've seen this kind of not be done a lot. You don't want to necessarily send a link straight to your website because they can get lost. If on your website you have a trial page, right, just send them straight to the trial page where they can sign up for a 7-day pass. Okay. So before we move on, guys, I just want you to quickly write up in the chat anything from this list that you're currently not doing that you want to implement. And then I'll start to continue on to our next stuff. So the next one, guys, is our personal wall, right? So this would be like my Jimmy McDonald personal wall. So it's not a business page. It's not anything like that. You'll see, guys, when you go on my page, like my page is like purely for business. We get a lot of clients from Legacy from that. But when I was a trainer back in the day, we used to get a lot of clients from my personal page as well. It's honestly one of the best forms of marketing. And if you're not posting on your personal page very much, you're just missing out on an absolute gold mine of clients. So first of all, you want to post 3 client success stories each week. So you don't want to completely flood your feed with heaps of nutrition tips and everything. Just write up really good quality content of clients who have lost like 20 kilos at your gym and how proud you are. it kind of works here. It can be very similar as these Instagram posts as well, because not only do your clients like absolutely love the recognition from an owner, is then everyone in your friendship base who are generally pretty local anyway. I don't know like many people who open gyms like 100 Ks from their house. Usually it's like just down the road. Then everyone in your local area is seeing all the amazing results you're getting, and it's just a matter of time before they reach out to you, right? And then on top of that, in your private messenger, right, in Messenger, and this is in the portal under 250 list, I just want you to start 5 private messenger conversations per day with people in your local area, right? At the start, for the first couple of months, it'll be people who know you, who like you and trust you. And then, eventually you have to start to cold message people. But, some people get like a little bit daunted about cold messaging people. And I'm like, if it helps us get to have like $1 million gym, like, do you mind kind of like adding 20 people a day on your personal wall and reaching out to them and trying to help their fitness goals? Because off this alone, guys, like if you're able to get, 2 leads a week, that's 104 leads a year, right? Which is pretty much a whole month of leads that you can just get off your personal profile. It's absolutely insane. So I'm not going to cover the script, but you'll be starting those messages, just finding out a bit about them, where they're training, everything like that. Then you want to post 1 offer per month in your local groups. Okay. So you might have one group or you might have a couple of groups, right? One of the groups that we have a lot is like Northern Beaches Buy, Swap and Sell. We actually created our own group called Northern Beaches Health and Fitness, which obviously we post in a lot. But those groups where a lot of your like local clients and people are congregating around, they're asking for recommendations. Like if you can get on like mums and bubs groups is like absolutely dynamite. Those groups are like absolutely bananas if you can get on them. But all essentially you do have to go in and search, Northern Beaches, and all the groups will kind of pop up. Just add yourself in, try and make your friends, still friends with the admin or the person who owns it, and then kind of go from there. Now, because we're starting these 5 conversations per day on our personal wall, it means you have to be building your friends, right? So obviously everyone you meet, you want to add all your clients, like everything like that. But then what it will mean in time, if you really want to push to this $1 million gym, is you can start to add people who you have like similar friends with. So like Christy, Roy and I might be friends. So then, we'll have friends in common. You can start to add those people and just reach out to them. Come from a place of love that you're trying to help the Northern Beaches be a healthy and fitter place, and you just want to help everyone you can. And then you can start to, attract really high quality clients off that. Because in these days, like in marketing, if you can pop up in someone's inbox with a friend request and come like really authentically and from a place of actually helping them, is they're more than likely going to come down and do a trial or sign up with you as well. And the last one is in our stories. Okay. So, this would be like on this personal. So it's like on your personal Instagram, personal Facebook, it kind of crosses over. Is you want to post twice daily with 1 image, 1 video, free trial offer 3 days per week. So guys, this stuff that you're posting, and I'm going to talk a bit about Facebook in a second, right? Is you're just going to do the same stories and videos on your personal profile as well to make it nice and easy. Now, I'm kind of all down for, having different content in each, but it's also like we don't have content creators at our gym. Okay. So it has to be something that if I make it easier for you guys, right, and as a team, it's easy for us, we're likely to just go and do it, so that's going to be the exact same. Okay, so as we move on, guys, I just want you to write in the chat if you're using your personal profile to get leads at the moment. Just write yes or no. So now we're going to go Facebook organic. Okay, so this is your business page Facebook, right? So it'd be like Code 5 Fitness back hour, right? So on this again, you're going to do your 3 or more wall posts per week. Okay, but we're going to add in your super signature. So again, because you're posting on your Instagram, guys, it's okay to put the same post on your Facebook, right? The only difference is with the super signature, and I did a video last night and I'll teach you guys all how to do it, is on Facebook, you can write a super signature with links, which you can't at the moment on Instagram. So that's why the post will be the same, but then you're adding in that super signature. Now, on top of that, because we're going to start to close a lot of people using our ManyChat funnels and by private messenger, it's definitely the way of the future here. I'm just like massive on LinkedIn. on Facebook Messenger, everything, Instagram Messenger. It's just humongous business at the moment. Is what you want to do is post 2 times per week with a link to your ManyChat lead magnet. So let's say you post on your wall with your, what they did, how they did it, proof of the client doing it. You might do that Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Then on Tuesday, Thursday, we'll make up a nice lead magnet funnel where you'll give away, 15 recipes, and then you're just posting that twice per week. So then what we're doing is we're using our post to show proof. We're trying to get people in our messenger funnel. And then in here, it's just straight to a messenger bot. And you can put money behind this one as well, like we do at Code 5, because we are able to close a lot of people through Messenger. So just reach out to me if you ever want us to do that. It's like super, super simple, right? Then you want to post again in your Facebook business story, right? 2 times daily with an image and video plus a free trial 3 times per week. And guys, as I said before, I recommend keeping it the same so you're able to do it. If you start to become like a content creator and you're absolutely loving it, go for broke and do a different post on each. But don't start to think about doing different posts on all your socials until you've been super consistent for like 90 days and you go, I've done it like every single day. I think I can make it better and I've now got the time. But keep it simple at the start. Once you've absolutely nailed the simplistic types of marketing that we're doing, is then you can make it as advanced as you want, Okay, so now on to emails, right? So we want to send 1 monthly newsletter to our entire database. Now, this is just generally in the first week of the month. So this will be a longer newsletter. Again, in time, I'll give you guys exact examples because I want you just to, copy and paste it essentially. But it'll have like your nutrition tips. It will have, events that's coming over around the gym, money that you've raised, in charity and things like that. And it also has like any offers that you need to give out to any lost or ex-members or anyone who's a non-member. You'll also do 1 educational email on the off fortnight. So essentially you'll send this newsletter in the first week of the month. 2 weeks later, you'll send like an educational email. Our strategy is always nutrition education, training education, recipe, offer for anyone who's currently not training at Code 5. Then if we've produced any really nice content, we'll add that in, and then often some testimonial videos, just depending how our content flow is going and whether we have something that's, that looks very nice for the emails. And of course, your ad hoc emails for upcoming events. So, if you're running like one of the events we're running soon is like March Madness. So that means on top of that, we'll do 2 emails just directly about March Madness to our database, which will get some people, into that as well. So you're kind of looking, guys, honestly, around a month, about 4 to 6 emails, just depending how many events you have. You can kind of get away with 1 a week pretty much. Like you don't have to over email like a massive amount, that's for sure. Now with our lost leads, so I'm like really big on lost leads for us. So lost leads and ex-members. So obviously like ex-members, anyone who's canceled in the last, 30 days from the day you open. And then also your lost leads is that list of leads who, gave you their information for whatever reason. They weren't, ready to buy or ready to start, or you weren't able to get in, contact with them. These things happen. So in the first week of every month, you want to send out a mass text message to them, and then also an email to them with this month's offer. Now, I always just say keep it fresh and new. Now, we at Code 5, we always run 28-day challenges, like 99.9% of the time, right? But to keep it fresh and new, what we might do is, we might call it our new Strong and Lean programs just launched, or, the 28-day detox, or the 28 days to shredded. And just so it doesn't look like it's the same 28-day challenge all the time, right? Make it nice and fresh. You can test around with different price points. You can go, higher than average. You can go normal. You can try and sell it off for $50. You just test stuff like different months and then just track your results on that. And then we also want to text message 5 lost leads or ex-members each day, right? And you just do this when you're doing your sales calls, but it goes such an amazing way to just message an ex-member out of the love and care of your heart and be like, hey, Liz, really miss seeing you around the gym. How's things going? So that way what you're doing is we don't have to, when we follow this system, we don't have to work in massive blocks of like messaging like 200 people a day because we want to contact our lost leads and ex-members. It's just keeping everything like nice and simple, super realistic to implement. And then that way you're just ticking the boxes every day. So that way your leads should come pretty consistently, that you're getting, 35 a week, whatever that number might be for you. Joint ventures. Okay. So Connor ran like an excellent video like a month ago on joint ventures. That's all loaded in the portal if you haven't seen it. Now, what we want to do is you just want to send 5 emails per week to joint ventures as like introduction emails. So we just do this on one day, guys. So generally it's like a Monday or a Friday. So with your joint ventures, again, we'll go into exactly how you create them, but it'll be like schools, sporting clubs, business challenges, fundraisers. And just always being aware that blind emails don't work. So you have to have a connection. So, what we'll kind of do is like, we'll focus for like a month on schools. So then we'll find out all our members who are school teachers, our, trainers who are school captains or sports captains and things like that. And when we write down all the schools, say there's like 25 schools in, the Northern Beaches, is what we'll try and do is we'll try and get one affiliation or one contact on each. So then that way we're going like, oh, hey, Jack, like one of my business partners was school captain of a massive local private school here. So like, hey, Jack, can you introduce us to the, principal at St. Luke's? And he's like, yeah, for sure. I haven't been up there in a couple of years. I did a speech down there last year to talk to them about running their own business. I'll go and organize that. And then what we can do is we can get Jack to do the introduction. Then we send the email, we mention Jack's name, and then you can follow it up with a call. Right, but you're doing 5 of those per week. And I can give you guys all the systems and structures for the emails if you like, but that way you're starting to do it like in a block. And, doing 5 a week, say you work 40 weeks a year, you're reaching out to what's that, like 200 local businesses and affiliations. And, guys, if you get 12 of those to come back, one a month, it's going to make an absolute massive difference to your business. That's for sure. Okay, so when we're starting with the referrals, right? So we have a few points of contact. Okay, so referrals is something that we track really quickly, really closely. So you want to have your point of consultation booking system, like Bring a Friend. So what I mean by that is in the sales scripts, that it's in the ones that we've provided to you guys, is first of all at the top, you're finding out, do they live or work in the local area? Okay, if they live or work in the local area, it means they have connections around you. And then what you want to do is during that phone consultation is getting to book in, is just make sure that you invite them to bring down a friend. So if they live somewhere, be like, Jimmy, why don't you bring down your fiance? Or you live or work local, go, oh, no, if you don't mind me asking, where do you work? Oh, cool. Like how many people in the office? And just start to, actively kind of figure this stuff out with them. So it makes it easy. Go, Jimmy, if you ever want me to come and, help the guys in the office with Legacy, let me know. I can pop in and, bring the in-body scan in and set them up on a 28-day challenge. How does that sound? It's like, oh, it's not bad. Awesome, mate. Just see you tomorrow. And then we'll talk about it when you come in. And just adding those systems, guys, if you can honestly turn, like, say if you get 4 consultations a week at the moment, right? And if you can turn that into like at 25%, someone brings a friend, you're getting 50 extra consultations a year. Like it's absolutely insane. Just by adding these really, really basic scripts in, is you're just starting to get massive leverage in your business. Now you want to also have a point of sale referral document. So this will be in the consultation phase. So, let's say in a consultation, we're selling a 28-day challenge, like $199. What we want to have is a document on the back when they sign their direct debit where they can refer a friend. You can incentivize it, however you want to do it. Like we kind of give away if they bring a friend who comes in, we give them $50 back when they join up for a membership. So that way you're just setting these systems. And granted, a lot of people won't fill it out, but we've had some people who have written down like 10 people. And if you really wow them in the consultation, you say how your business is built off referrals, and just honest, go, I'd love if you bring someone down. Nothing makes me happier. If you have anyone, just write them down the sheet. I'll, make sure we look after them over the next 28 days. Jimmy, you're going to get amazing results if you do it with your, friends and family anyway. So let's bring some people down. Let's do it together and make it a party, you've got those two systems in itself are like must-haves in all marketing for all businesses, even though it's internal kind of documents. Then of course you want to invite invite referrals to all events. So any events you have, guys, like whether it be Christmas parties, March Madness, like anything that's like internally run, that's special, that there's over 10 people involved, you want to make sure that you're actively asking for referrals to those things and make it really easy. And then of course we have our quarterly referral drive and promotion. So I'm going to kind of go into the quarterly stuff a bit at the moment, but essentially it's like a referral drive, then a seminar, then a charity boot camp just on repeat over the year. So it's like pretty basic to do, and you can start to plan them all out. A referral competition, to put it in context, was one year we gave away like a $1,500 flight center voucher. A lovely lady named Kate won it. She actually took her family to Fiji, which was pretty epic. And then what happened is if they referred a friend who came down for a 14-day free trial, they got an entry into the draw. Super simple, easy to execute. I think we got like over 130 referrals across the 3 gyms. And Kate got to go to Fiji, which is amazing. And she actually won that because she brought I think she brought like 32 people down. She brought like her whole workplace, and we worked with her to set up like a workplace challenge, and she absolutely crushed it. It was really, really cool. You want to run a charity event like once per quarter to either raise money for your a client cause or a trending event. Okay, so I honestly, like, I'm big on trending events. Like obviously the bushfires in Australia were just like, absolutely tragic, and we did a lot of stuff for them. But when there's stuff like that, like that not happening in the world, touch wood, nothing ever happens like that again, but you want to get behind your clients. So we've run ones for breast cancer awareness because one of our clients sadly got breast cancer. We've run ones for leukemia, for poverty, like everything like that. Because what you can do, guys, in this is when you're running an event, you don't want to seem like the one that's always pushing the marketing, right? So what you can do, if you put out like a nice little survey going, hey guys, we've got our charity event coming up in April. Just want to take your recommendations on who we can raise some money for and why. Just send it back to me in this Wufoo, and then we'll pick one at random and we'll go from there. Because what will happen is often your clients, like 2 or 3 of them, might send the same charity or pretty similar, right? So then what you can do, you can band these guys together and they can run the marketing for you. So they're the ones pushing it in the classes. They're the ones posting on the pages. They're the ones like inviting all their friends. And by planning it 2 and 3 months ahead, right, you can find more people in the area. Like you can do a post on your page going, hey guys, like I own a gym in Brookvale. We're raising money for, breast cancer. If there's anyone on my feed who's been, had breast cancer in their family, or it's affected your life in any way, please reach out to me. I'd love your help and support to raise as much money as we can. And then they're bringing their friends down as well. Just like people off your feed, you can post in the local groups and make these events like absolutely massive. I remember one we did for Westmeads Children's Hospital. We had 190 people. And all we did is, like, I work with the lady Jess, like, I'm not going to go into the story here. I don't really want to share it, but she was, had quite a bit going on with her little daughter. And she ran the whole marketing for us. And I was just like, all right, like, do you know anyone in the area, any other parents? She's like, yeah, I know like 5 other families in the area. We're all like chatting together, and just turned into this absolutely amazing event. So you want to make sure you run one of those once a quarter. Then you want to run a community event once per month with your members. So community events would be like beers and banter, beach workout. You might go for coffee after a Saturday class, just things like that. It doesn't have to be too like amazing or out of the bubble. We've done like rock climbing and things like that. But you just want to make sure that you're marketing internally to make sure your gym's special and different. Right? And you're only going to do one a month because you don't want to like overload them with too many options, and you need to spend time, with your family as well. But just one thing event, like one of the ones we're having, which is a massive community event, is March Madness. So that's obviously coming up in March. It's where all the gyms compete against each other to who can burn the most maps using MyZone. So it can just be basic things like that, that you kind of add in. There's ones where we've done a 5K run together, where we all just met down on Manly Beach and did a run. But these things are just absolutely dynamite, and it's going to work because you want to have a referral-based business, right? So these events, the parties, and then, the coffee and the run and the Tough Mudder, everything like that. It just makes it easy for your clients to talk about your gym without being prompted. It's a really, really special as well. I covered the seminar. So, we do charity boot camp, seminar, referral drive just on repeat. So you just want to run like an internal seminar. The way that we actually map these out in our marketing plan is like generally we'll run like 4 challenges a year. So we'll do like, one in the new year, which will obviously have a seminar involved. Then we do like a pre-Europe shred, which obviously has a seminar involved, one in September, and then like a, Slays, it's called like Slay Santa towards the end, which then we have some nutrition and training seminars. So we kind of do them strategically because in our plan, we'll map out our entire yearly marketing plan ahead of time. So that way, not everything always goes where it's like seminar, then referral drive, then charity boot camp. Sometimes like it double crosses for sure because you want to make sure everything's, all in sync. But these seminars in itself, you always got to pick really sexy subjects like, the Bikini Blueprint program, why you shouldn't quit sugar, everything like that. Make it really catchy. Try and get like someone of influence to come. Like, we reach out to EHP and, a lot of the fitness influencers, like I know a few in Sydney who are absolutely amazing. If you guys align with like a supplement company, often they have influencers on their books who are contracted to do stuff like outreach. I know we work with EHP, so we've got like, they flew like a guy from Gold Coast down who's a nutritionist. So that's where it can be handy to align with, bigger companies because then they can send you someone down for the event. In these events, it's purely just to educate your audience, but then it's also to get referrals and obviously sell packages off the back. You get everyone to kind of bring a friend down, and then you can potentially have an upsell option for your clients as well. And guys, the last one, thank you for staying right to the end, is upgrade week. So, once a quarter, we do upgrade week where we'll go through all our client packages, review all their debits and where they're at. And then we'll give everyone a call who's on a lower package and try and upgrade them to the level above or 2 levels above. So that means people on our premium packages will sell them PT. People on our groups will try and sell them into lean and strong or PT, and just trying to increase that average debit. And this isn't something that's marketed like, hey guys, we're going to give you a call and upgrade your memberships this week. It's more something that's done internally, and we'll do it super systematically. Over the week, each trainer will get like 20 or 30 people to call. Then we just track the results. But, this in itself will easily add, between $30,000 and $50,000 to our business every year, because people like want a better result. They want higher levels of support and accountability. They're often just not offered it. We tried lots of different systems for this. And we just found that doing it once a quarter as a team, it was our sole weekly focus to close as many sales as we can. If we hit so many sales, our staff go out and have a massive party with lots of alcohol and, burgers. Code 5 trainers love burgers. And then once they hit that goal, we go and get it. And we do earn a lot of money, but we also get to help clients because our clients on our most premium service, and it would be the same in your clubs, get the best results. Our clients who are doing our lean and strong program plus a BT, they get the best results, but they definitely do pay for it, but it is our best service. So guys, that is marketing 101. I know like it's a lot of stuff to kind of cover. So I'm just going to kind of show you this checklist that will be below in the portal. So pretty much all you have to do, it's got everything that I've covered in here. So all you have to do each month is you can go in, you can print this off, you write your name, you write your month, what your lead goals are for the month, and then how many people you have that you're following at the start of the month, okay, on Instagram, how many bot subscribers you have. And then this is just a checklist that covers everything that I covered today. And in the videos on the portal, it goes into like in depth on how you set everything up a lot more effectively. But I just wanted to give you an overview of, the marketing you need to do to have a 7-figure gym. If you do 100% of this stuff, guys, you are going to absolutely annihilate like every gym in your local area. I absolutely guarantee it. At the start, I'm going to be super transparent. It's going to take a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of hard work to build an amazing business that's, profiting 20, 30, 40K a month. It does. Okay. But in time, you're going to be lucky enough as you've done the hard work. often yourself, where you might be able to hire like an amazing VA who, does a fair bit of this for you, and, everything like that. So, guys, everything's kind of there for you. Thank you for watching today. I just want you to make sure that you've got the document printed out every month. I'll always remind you anyway. And then, from here on in, we've just kind of got to go do the work and, enjoy the results, because it'll be absolutely unstoppable once you implement this.